Hi, I'm Sarah with Awesomely Sober. I hope you're doing well. Perhaps you are in the midst of picking yourself back up from a relapse with drinking. This is something I've been hearing so much about. A lot of people on message boards and groups that I'm in talking about that they're so disappointed because they just feel like they wasted all of the time they had accumulated being sober. It's all down the tubes and now I have to start over. And everybody's so bummed. And I get that. I relate to that because I relapsed many times when I started getting serious about wanting to be sober. And I want you to know that you didn't waste any time. Every day that you spent not drinking was a success. And it is so unfortunate that we feel like we've ruined something when we have a weakness and slip into a relapse. Because none of that time is wasted. That is time that you are learning and you're getting better at it. And just think, it is so rare. Some people do just decide to stop drinking and praise be, it happens. And they never have the desire for alcohol again. That does happen to some people, although not many. We are the majority that struggle and try repeatedly to get sober and stay sober. And it is just, isn't it interesting that sobriety, one of the hardest things, a huge life change, it's something that we expect to walk into and just be good at it. Any other skills in life, you have to practice a lot to be good at it. And all of us novices at being sober, because it's not the way we've lived for most of our lives, when we realize we need to get sober, we expect to walk into it and it's going to be easy and come natural and we're not going to make mistakes. We're figuring it out as we go. So don't think that this is something that you have to pick up and do perfect. Absolutely do your best. Absolutely use resources around you to stay sober. And I think that being open with people close to you and being honest about what you are struggling with and the improvements you're trying to make in your life, I think that is really important because it kind of holds you accountable and then it releases a burden, at least it did for me, to be clear with my family and friends. And actually, that's why I even share on social media, because a lot of people around me had no idea that I drank. I was a very secret drinker. So it's like owning it. So if you use resources, you reach out to people, do not isolate and stay stuck in that shame. And don't be afraid to go to a meeting and pick up a newcomer chip. I hated that idea. I hated it so much when I had 9 months. And I was just thinking, I don't want to start counting over, because you get proud of the days you accumulate, and you should be proud because they're all awesome. But we like that excitement of the number getting bigger and bigger and those milestones. And I get it. If you are uncomfortable going to a meeting and picking up a newcomer chip, go to a different meeting, some meeting that you don't really know anybody. Or if that's making you super uncomfortable to pick up a newcomer chip, just go to a meeting. Just sit, listen, share if you feel like you need to, but there is no pressure here. You can do this your way as long as you are finding what works for you not to drink. And AA meetings are not the only way to get and stay sober. I liked it in my new sobriety because it was a network of people and it was something I could do to be around sober people and be a little focused. But after a while, it started kind of bringing me down a little bit because I like to focus on positive things and not think about every day that I am an alcoholic. I like to think about like more exciting stuff in my life that's come to be since I've stopped drinking and let more awesome things in. But there's also Smart Recovery. There's the Tempest program with Holly Whitaker. There's a huge amount of inspiring books that you can check out from the library. I'm a library nerd. Like, I'm a card-carrying member. I love the library and I love paper books. But there are resources for you. But the most important thing, the most powerful tool that you have to change your life, and I know this from experience, is actually your mindset and what you believe. And sitting in shame and telling yourself that you're a loser or you failed because you drank again, that's not helping anything. And that's not going to get you sober. So what will get you sober is just fucking picking yourself up and worrying about today. That's done. That's over. forget what happened last week, unless it was like illegal, then you got to deal with that. But like, so what? I gotta say, so what? If you make it a big damn deal, it becomes like a huge mountain to climb. It's just don't drink today, and then tomorrow worry about not drinking tomorrow. And just busy yourself with filling your life with things that you enjoy. And trust me, it will get easier as you maintain a positive focus. But oh my gosh, you're amazing for every sober day that you've had. And just because you drank and you had a hard time, that is okay. That's done. No one is judging you. I'm not. So you can always reach out to me, because I'm going to give you a big fucking high five for being sober today and getting back at it, because relapse, it happens and we move on and we get stronger. And all of those relapses that I had for many, many, many years actually gave me tools that I use now to make sobriety really easy today. So you can get there. I'm sending you so much love, and do your best today and every day to stay awesomely sober. You got this.